If she ever kisses you, I'll turn you into a prince.
You, you will?
Prince of the land of stench.
Hello and welcome to another mini episode of OMGame Boy. I'm Nick Teased Hair Tendo.
And I'm David Bowie Tendo.
Dan Bowie Tendo would have worked.
I could be Hoggle too. I'm
Okay, you
Hoggle.
could be.
Hoggle Tendo.
That's pretty good, actually. That's what
Yeah.
your. That's what
That was
your
my
mom
normal
says
voice.
That's what your mom used to sound like.
Call me She used to sound like Hoggle.
I guess. I don't know. Uh, Today we're doing a mini episode where we literally discuss Labyrinth.
Labyrinth. Everyone remembers. You know what?
Labyrinth.
It didn't dawn on me until recently that 2026 is the 40th anniversary of the movie Labyrinth.
Oh, and the game?
And the game. So not a lot of people know this,
I didn't know this.
but there was only one Labyrinth video game. One video game based off the movie Labyrinth. Came out the same
That's
year.
not enough.
I don't think that's enough. But, secondly, this is the second David Bowie centric episode we're doing. Let's talk about this because
Okay,
it's
go
also the second meta David Bowie video game we're talking about.
Why
I'll
is it
explain more. So
meta?
everyone
Okay, go
loves Labyrinth the movie. If you haven't seen it,
Uh-huh.
it's kind of fucked up, to be honest. It's
Yeah.
wild. And if you're drinking a CBD seltzer or THC seltzer while you're watching it,
Slow down.
yeah. But Labyrinth is a Jim Henson movie. Creatures are great. Simple
Yeah.
story. David Bowie's got a huge codpiece. But they made one video game. So the video game that came out in 1986, this is an ode to Labyrinth. So if everyone loves the movie, it came out in 1986 for the Commodore 64, the Apple II, and the MSX. It was called Labyrinth, the computer game. But in it, you play as someone going to see the movie Labyrinth.
Oh, this is good.
And David Bowie's character, Jareth, is watching you from the screen and says, you in the front row, I dare you to come into my labyrinth. And if you can't solve it in 13 hours, you're stuck here forever. So this is the second meta David Bowie video game that we know of.
Yeah,
Because
that's pretty good.
before we get into it, many moons
Yep.
ago, we did an episode about a David Bowie video game called
Omicron, the Nomad Soul.
Where?
Oh, where the character is sucked
Yeah.
into a video game that they're playing.
And they talk to you, and the character talks to you directly and says, press the X button to help me
Yeah.
out.
Oh, what is the main character's name? It's like got an
Leaf.
apostrophe in it. Kale?
Kale. I think it actually
Is it
is
Kale?
Kale.
All right,
Yeah.
that's very funny.
So
Come
David
with
Bowie
me.
starred in that game. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think he talks to the camera too. I don't fucking
He probably
know.
does.
But yeah, this computer game, it was a point and click in a way but it was like Monkey Island. If anyone knows Monkey Island, those point and clicks from the 80s, like Maniac Mansion, it was that. It was like one of the first ones to do that. And you actually have to, in real time, you have to solve it in 13 hours. I don't know if there was save mechanics. That's the crazy thing. I read articles I read as much information as I can about this game. It
Yeah.
just said 13 hours real time.
So what happens if you don't? Your soul?
You just get stuck there.
Oh,
But
in
like
your real life or the game?
probably real life, yeah. Or you have to like lick David Bowie's codpiece. in the
Yep,
movie.
there you go. That's
there
it.
we go.
I knew you were going to get there.
But yeah, it's very like you're passing the labyrinth. You meet the characters from the movie like Hoggle and Bluto, I think the big hairy guy,
Sure.
and you solve the same riddles. But it's like
Oh, okay.
I think it's kind of wild that one, there's only been one video game based off of it. I thought it was like more of a cult or more of a hit movie. I guess not.
Yeah, I don't know. And well, making a game of something is always tricky as we've followed. Like you can have 18 mermaid games that I didn't even know existed.
Oh yeah, that's
And
true.
meanwhile, something else like Neverending Story, did that get a game?
I feel like that probably did.
Okay, that's fair. I was gonna
Yeah.
say like a cult following might even have a game. I wouldn't know. So
Yeah.
it needs more though. We need more Labyrinth games.
Yeah. Or yeah, I think this is. So I even looked at very funny. Can you do that move that he does in the movie?
No, I don't need two or something. He does the thing.
I think he
I don't know.
throws that. I think someone
Does he
throws
throw
the snow globe. So throw it. Throw it at your
Okay,
dog.
at the camera.
At the camera,
Okay.
yeah. And the
the dog.
podcast for good.
That would be
Um,
magical.
but when it came out, here's the worst thing too, because the graphics are like very rudimentary. There's no cutscene, obviously, or there's no graphics of you being in a movie theater. Do you remember those old games that are all like text,
Yeah,
that like Zork or something?
Yes.
So the very beginning of this game is like 5 minutes straight of just text
Hell yeah.
explaining that you're a character, and it was like you're watching TV and you see a preview for a movie Labyrinth. What do? And you can type in like
Ate
change
popcorn.
channel. And then you go to the movie theater and it says like someone offered you popcorn. You're like, buy popcorn. You have to type that in for 5 minutes straight. No graphics, just all text. So if you can get past this part and actually play the game, God bless you.
Okay.
Because
Sounds like a real winner.
and then in the description, it's like you're in a movie theater next to a cute girl. The movie starts. And then that's when David Bowie graphics come up and they're like, you in the front row. It's crazy.
Okay.
And I
Well,
was watching a playthrough before we started this episode, and you get to the very end. I don't think I watched the movie recently. There's no like final battle with David Bowie, but there's a final battle where you throw like snow globes or orbs at him.
okay.
And at the very end, I think I remember this from the movie. The main girl says like you have no power over me. And like that's how he's defeated, but he's not defeated. He just flies away. You can choose what you say at the end. You could say like you
Oh,
have
yeah.
no, and then you can choose an option of different things to say.
Yeah.
And the person in the playthrough was choosing like everything,
Uh-huh.
and they won no matter what.
Oh, so
So
it
like
didn't
if they
matter what you
chose like the
picked.
wrong thing for their movie, David Bowie would turn into would still have a human head but an owl body and fly
Hmm.
away. Another one he would get shocked like his finger was in an outlet. Another one he would turn into like a miniature version of it. So like it all had like wacky endings, and not a lot of people talk about this. It's
Is
a
it
crazy ending, but like the ending made no sense because you could pick whatever and the game would end.
so Labyrinth canon is in shambles? We don't even know.
Pretty much. I mean, and not. I feel like it's like dude, you can't play it now. I don't know how people have played these playthroughs.
I don't know, dude.
So that's yeah. So 40th anniversary of Labyrinth, 40th anniversary of Labyrinth, the video game.
40th
Labyrinth and
anniversaries.
chill. You know, I should invite someone over and be like, "Yo, Labyrinth and
Ugh,
chill," and put
that
on
would
the
be pretty cool and
playthrough.
capture him in like a snow globe.
And capture who in a snow globe?
The person you invite over to chill.
Like what? Chop them up?
I was just going with
You were going with
capture.
like magic. You were doing
Yeah,
magic,
yeah, yeah.
and
you're
I was
going
doing psychotic
with yeah. I
behavior.
mean, either one's
Ed
kind of
Gein
like
type stuff.
yeah, yeah. I mean, either way, I don't know that we approve of either.
Now,
So
honestly, I don't approve of snow globes.
I don't approve of
I think they're
chopping people up.
deceiving.
You think they're deceiving? It looks too warm to be
I don't
snowing.
like I don't like when things are that small
Yeah.
and weather is different than what weather is outside.
I guess when your pants got pulled down in high school,
Wait, I'm looking at this playthrough.
yeah,
This one article, someone's playthrough of the game was 3 hours. Why is it why do they give
13
me
hours.
13 hours?
I don't know. They have to come up with a number.
Anyway, this is probably one of the lesser known Lucasfilm games because Lucasfilm made like Monkey Island, Star
Oh,
Wars games.
Lucasfilm made it? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
because
That's pretty cool.
George Lucas and Jim Henson are like friends. Yeah.
That's right. They're BFFs. Look at
Um,
that.
I think like Jim Henson was like a big like scumbag and cheater.
Maybe they have their own island, like not like the
Oh my
Epstein
God,
Island,
Henson
like
Island?
Henson
Okay,
Island,
right. Okay.
and it's all
Okay.
the
Before we start
Muppets.
talking about like mazes
Go
and video
ahead.
games, ready?
Yeah.
Henson Island.
Okay,
It's
Henson
all
Island.
Muppets
Oh
diddling
God.
like kid Muppets.
Even weirder, all of the shapes that hold the Muppet up,
Uh-huh.
they're all penis shaped.
Okay.
So it's like all the holes that, yep.
So, okay, what if they found that out? What if like the real files of Epstein Island came out and it's not real kids or real teenagers?
It's
Yeah,
Muppets.
like these rich people like Elon Musk and Jeffrey Epstein were just
They
fucking
want to put
Muppets.
Muppets on their
They were
on
having
their
sex with
things.
Muppets. Is that illegal? I mean, there is a movie called Muppet Treasure Island, Muppet Island.
Yeah, there's a Muppet World where I believe did you get into the canon of Kermit somehow caused 9/11?
Kermit caused 9/11. I believe it. You don't even need to convince me.
There's a movie that takes place in 2002 or 4 or somewhere like right after 9/11, and it's Kermit, and it says like what would have happened if I was never there or something, and then they cut to another
Wait, so
scenario.
there's a real clip?
Yeah, yeah, it's from one of the movies. I'll find out what movie it is and
What
send
the
it to you. But
fuck?
so they reshot the scene current day of
Uh-huh.
like what it would be like, and it has the Twin Towers in it or whatever. And it's like I think the directors didn't make a conscious
It
effort
wasn't
to
on purpose.
keep if they're gone in the world that he lives in now, but
Uh-huh.
in a world where Kermit wasn't there, that the Twin Towers would still be standing after 9/11.
Kermit 11.
Kermit 11. I'll
That's
send you
something. That is,
the footage.
I
but
don't think
yeah.
I've ever heard that. That is insane.
Anyway, uh Henson Island. There's a
Henson
lot going
Island.
on.
Henson Island.
Yeah.
So the first half of this episode, Labyrinth, the video game, Henson Island. That's the first takeaway. Second part of this episode, Nick is going to talk about. What are you going to talk about, Nick?
You said 40th anniversary. It's the 40th anniversary of me visiting the city of Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you didn't think I
like
was going to
that.
go there, did you?
Yeah, I like that.
So I did a food tour for my
Hmm.
girlfriend over Christmas,
Yeah.
and I booked it far out, so I forgot it was going to happen, and then it showed up, and I went on a food tour of a city that I grew up in.
Uh-huh.
I've been to, I don't know, a million times. I speak like I'm from there.
But you, even though you don't live in the city, so I treat you like you're like a foreigner
A foreigner,
when
yeah.
you visit my city.
Even though I do deliveries down there, like I know where things are. Like I literally, one of my podcast partners lives down
One
there. I'm not
of?
going to name. Yeah.
Okay.
So regardless, I went down to do the tour and they saw me, and this fried my brain. It's a tour guide. He had 9 or 10 or 11 people, and he saw me, and I was standing there. He goes, Nick? And I was like, yeah. And then he shook my
Wait, this
hand.
happened yesterday?
Yeah. He shook my hand, introduced himself, reached into his school bag, and pulled out a hot pretzel from Miller's, I think it was.
What?
Yeah, and gave it to me, and then gave one to my girlfriend. And I was like, how did he just know my name? Because I
That
was the first
is,
person to show up. Turns out I was wearing a coat that had my name on it.
oh,
And I was
God.
so mad because I didn't realize it for like an hour.
Can you imagine
If he just,
if he said Nick Tendo?
oh my God, I would throw up.
If
I would,
anyone said Dan Tendo to me in the streets, I would
oh my God, I hope someone finds you and says it. I
I would
hope
immediately
to
buy a
God.
toaster and I would fill up a bathtub.
The, So also that's funny is like the other people that showed up were from Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Some of them were from Houston, Texas. They had people from like Missouri or something. Just all these people from different parts of the world that
Oh,
were
that's so
like, I
funny.
want to visit Philadelphia and see the sights. And I was like, I'm from
I'm from
Lansdowne.
Lansdowne. It's not that great.
Yeah. But yeah, I got to eat food. I went right by where you live.
Yeah. I mean, the reason why you're saying it's the 40th anniversary of you visiting Philadelphia is because your birthday was recent.
And correct,
I
it's my
thought that's why you were
birthday.
saying that.
No,
I don't
because
want
you
to
said
dox
it
your
was the
birthday.
yeah, you just did, dude. Did I not record since then? Yeah, dude, I'm old
I don't
now.
think so. Yeah. He's older now.
I'm in a
So
different
if you're
age
binge
bracket now.
listening to this podcast, if you listen to an episode before this, Nick is older.
Yeah. Um, this is
He's old enough
see
to be on Henson Island.
this is season 9 practically. Because
Don't do
Dan doesn't
that.
believe in seasons. I wish we had seasons.
I'm
Then
racist against seasons.
he is. And seasoning. He actually likes a chicken bland. Yeah.
No, you know what? My brother does that.
Nuh-uh.
He doesn't. Okay, I don't know if he
Which
still
one?
does this. I'm calling him out.
Which one?
K.
No
Dot dot dot.
way.
He whenever we would get McDonald's or someplace and get like chicken tenders or nuggets, he wouldn't dip them in sauces. He said he didn't do that, and
He didn't do that.
I don't know
Oh
if he
my
still
God.
does it, but it grosses me out.
He's disgusting.
Okay, what was this episode about?
Henson Island and how he's
Henson
going
Island.
there.
But
Yeah.
Nick, you have a list of labyrinths and video games. We were going to talk about
Yeah.
mazes or
Dan said Labyrinth, the game, and I was like, no one's played it, but everyone's played a Labyrinth-like game.
yes.
I mean, they're
That
like
is
the most
true. So
popular
half of this
ones.
episode, I talk about a game no one's ever played, and the
Yep.
second half is games some people have played.
The other half is just me reading a list of games
That's every
considered
episode we do.
Labyrinth games. Do you know what the first one is? The first big one that's always cited and everything?
Of a
Labyrinth, like
labyrinth in a game.
well, Labyrinth-like games.
Oh, wait, is that Metrovanias?
Metroid. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, Metroid. Yeah.
So Metroid's one of the first ones. And I think the idea behind a labyrinth isn't just that it's a maze, it makes a small space a bigger space. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like if you only have 12 rooms, but you have to go to room 11 and then go to 7 and then back to 1
Yeah.
just so you can go back to 4, like you have to unlock powers or get new keys or
Mm.
it just makes the ability to go back and forth make more sense as opposed to going from room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, then you're done.
I guess
So,
one of my favorite, I guess a more recent one that I totally didn't realize it was like Metroid was called
mhm.
Blasphemous. And it takes place
I don't
in
know.
like night Gothic, like 17, like I don't know, like 1500s century. Like you play as a knight and you kill like
Okay.
creatures. And it's really cool. And I just realized that you do go back and forth to areas, unlock
Yeah.
stuff. So Blasphemous is a really cool, I guess, Metrovania.
Legacy of Kain.
Is it?
Yeah, think about it. You have to unlock the power to swim to go back to the part with the water.
Oh,
You have to
I
unlock
guess you're
one of the
right.
reavers to unlock one of the openings somewhere else. So yeah, you're going back to places with you unlock new powers, etc., and new keys.
Another one, it actually just sprung to mind because now that I'm realizing what like
Yeah,
labyrinths and maze in video games that aren't about that,
yeah,
Stanley Parable.
dude, that's in this. It's in this list, and it is. That's actually kind of really awesome.
Yeah.
They redid the new one. Did you know there was Stanley
I
Parable
knew there
2?
was. I didn't know there was a second one.
In fact, is it called Stanley Parable 2? It's called something
But
funny.
Stanley Parable, for anyone who doesn't know, it's a
Hmm.
first person where like you're kind of it's meta, where like a
Yeah.
narrator is telling you what to do, and so you're going off script and you're walking around this office and you discover weird parts of this office and that you're in a game.
The narrator is like telling you, no, you can't do that, but you
Yeah, and then
can.
you do it, and they're like, that wasn't how it's supposed to go.
Yeah. It's called Stanley Parable Deluxe. That came
Oh, so
out
it's
with
kind of just like, okay,
an add-on. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
got
But
you.
it has extra stuff in it. And it's funny because in the deluxe, they're trying out new features. And one of them is like holding a shovel. One
Okay,
of them is
pretty good.
jumping, but it only jumps like this far off the ground.
Yeah,
But it's like cool new feature. What do you think, Stanley? And like you have to try them
that's
out.
awesome.
It's very funny.
Yeah,
Um,
because I can't think of games that has. I know we're talking about ones that like you unlock stuff. I can't think of games or even old games where like you're actually going through a maze, like in the movie Labyrinth. Are there no games like that where you get lost in a maze?
there are ones in like the top-down Zelda levels where you have
Oh,
to
that
go
makes sense.
under the
I guess like
shrubs
the
and
original
trees and
Zelda.
rocks. Yeah, a little bit.
I remember in one of the Monkey Islands there was like you had to read like a directional map or a compass because if not, you get lost in like a forest and you could keep turning right and not know where you are in the forest, like that kind of shit.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That was too hard for me as a kid, and I always just got lost and hated the game.
Have you ever gotten lost in a maze in real life?
No, have you? I feel like you did.
I got lost in real life one time
Like at a
where I was
mall.
a little kid and I was hiding in Clover. I don't know if everyone remembers the store
Yeah, the one by
Clover.
Toys R Us.
I was little and I was hiding in a
Yo,
clothing
dude,
rack.
Large Street and
Yep.
Cotman. Yeah, I'll
I was
dox it.
hiding in a clothing rack and I came out and I lost my mom and I started running around Clover. I didn't know where she was. And some lady grabbed me, didn't
Oh
grab
my
me,
God.
took me to the front desk and said like, "Oh, are you okay, little boy?" And so like I started crying.
Yo, she was probably like, "Oh, no parents? Perfect. Henson
Yeah, that was
Island.
the first
Henson
pervert.
Island. We have another
Yeah,
one.
we have Muppet Island. We got him.
We got him.
He's gonna grow up to be a full-fledged Muppet.
He likes things up his butt and make him
Yeah, we
talk.
didn't even ask. He just
Yeah.
he already likes it. What
Um,
else we got here?
Dead Cells. Do you remember that game?
Yes, that's like Blasphemous. It kind of looks like Blasphemous.
Oh, okay, similar idea.
Yeah.
It's saying Ori and the Blind Forest and all the sequels are kind of like because you unlock the double jump to get to certain parts, you have to unlock a super thing that
So
breaks
anything, so would you consider a maze or a labyrinth or something like that anytime you have to unlock something
and
to
go
get to
back to
to
a spot
progress?
as long as it's backwards. Like I think a game like
Got you. If
Doom,
you're
you never
going
go
forward,
backwards.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay, got you.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
So
Well,
maybe
that
everything's a labyrinth
I
according to
guess
me.
technically, yeah, nowadays I feel like even open world games that could technically be a labyrinth because
I guess.
or a
So,
Metroidvania.
yo, Metroidvania, there he goes,
I
folks.
actually don't
He
like these like
loves
newer
to
game
say that.
terms.
No, you love them. You message me all the time, like late
What
at
do I
night.
message you?
You message me late at night. I love the new game terms. I can't wait to kiss a Muppet.
Yeah,
I'm
and
reading a
this is before
text.
I even knew we were going to talk about Muppets.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's so funny that I can't really think of like old video games that have mazes that we get stuck or something. But I guess
Uh,
old video games are already too hard,
it's funny. This one
and
came
I
up
would
a
get
few
hard when I played
times.
old video games, so it's like a
Yeah,
double entendre.
you still do.
Yep.
Um, that game Ultima Underworld,
Is that Ultima's
first
like a Dungeons and
a
Dragons?
series.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and like there are different levels to the dungeons and things like that. You can get deeper and deeper into the sewers. So like those are literal mazes where it's like basement, um, dungeon level one, like dungeon level two,
Okay.
and they were above each other. So like they'd be, vertically
I think there
stacked.
was a Castlevania. Well, I guess Castlevania Symphony of the Night is a
Yeah.
yeah. Is that
Metroidvania.
you could call me a Danvania. How about
I
that?
often do behind your back.
Dan.
There's
Hey, check
Danvania.
out this Danvania.
Check out this Danvania.
All right, so is that it for this mini episode? Do you have anything
Yeah, I
else?
think people want to put it in their pocket. People want to
Okay.
think about Jim Henson.
Okay, let's get
Okay.
the takeaways out of this.
All right.
No one's ever played the Labyrinth video game.
Correct. Fact.
David Bowie stars in two meta video games where he talks to the
That's
camera.
100% fact.
People call me Danvania.
That's what people say all the time.
Anything where you have to go back and use a key, that is a maze. You can consider that game a maze.
Sure, we're gonna say it.
And Nick refuses to do a Caribbean accent.
No, I did one. Check out the last episode, unless you removed it.
Yeah, unless I removed it. And that's our episode about Labyrinth. Happy 40th anniversary to Labyrinth the movie, Labyrinth the video game, and the idea of Labyrinths being in video games.
And the idea of me having to go back to the city of Philadelphia and
Yes.
navigating the
I guess
labyrinth
honestly,
of food.
the city of Philadelphia is a labyrinth.
It is. And I navigated that labyrinth the other day as my 40th anniversary of returning to it.
Yes.
I was one.
I'm basically David Bowie in this scenario. So if you couldn't get out of the
So-
labyrinth of Philadelphia within 13 hours,
I've been stuck with you
yeah.
doing a podcast
Yeah, I mean,
for the rest of my life.
isn't that hell? Isn't that a labyrinth?
That is hell. Oh my God.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Game over. And also, what's like a line that he says in Labyrinth?
Oh no.
Oh no,
Omicron.
check out my orbs. It's me.
Yeah.
Oh. I think I was just
Dinosaur.
Paul
And that's
McCartney or
kind of-
something.
That's kind of wild. I did a dinosaur and a dinosaur on my shirt, dude.
I don't believe in snow globes.
Game over, folks.
Game over.